France will impose a compulsory quarantine on travelers arriving from the UK amid mounting concern over the rapid spread of the coronavirus variant first found in India, a government spokesman has said. Load ErrorGabriel Attal told reporters after a weekly ministerial meeting on Wednesday that the government would announce, in the coming hours, exactly when the decision, which was widely expected, would come into effect. France currently requires travelers from 16 countries including Brazil, India, Argentina and Turkey, to undergo an obligatory 10 days of self-isolation either at home or at a nominated, approved address, with the right to go out only 2 hours a day and a fine of €1,500 in the event of non-compliance. Attal noted that Germany had already imposed strict controls on visitors from Britain and said France was taking similar measures. It is not yet clear who will be affected, although transport industry workers such as truck drivers are likely to be exempt. A view of the Greek island Kea. Cameroon is finding herbal treatments for malaria. Health workers attach a notice about the shortage of COVID-19 vaccine supplies at a vaccination center in Mumbai, India, April 8, 2021. People look on at Ibn Khatib Hospital after a fire caused by an oxygen tank explosion in Baghdad, Iraq, April 25, 2021. Ukraine has been battling pro-Russian separatists in the eastern Donetsk and Lugansk regions since 2014. More than 100 Palestinians wounded in overnight clashes in East Jerusalem. A medical worker takes a swab sample for a reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction (RT-PCR) test in New Delhi, India on April 16, 2021. Il photo. Patients suffering from the coronavirus disease, COVID-19, get treatment at the casualty ward in Lok Nayak Jai Prakash, LNJP hospital, amidst the spread of the disease in New Delhi, India. April 15, 2021. Ukrainian soldiers say they are prepared to defend Donbass. Volunteers are helping disinfect favelas like this one at Santa Marta in Rio de Janeiro, seen on April 20, 2021. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani delivers a speech on Iran's National Nuclear Technology Day, in capital Tehran on April 10, 2021. Ole, a volunteer drone operator, helps monitor the front line for Ukrainian government forces. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani reviews Iran's new nuclear achievements during Iran's National Nuclear Energy Day in Tehran, Iran. April 10, 2021. High Commissioner for Human Rights Michelle Bachelet speaks during the opening of 45th session of the Human Rights Council, at the European headquarters of the United Nations in Geneva, on September 14, 2020. Germany banned all travelers from Britain from entering its territory from midnight on the 23rd of May after the country's National Public Health Institute designated the UK as a virus variant area of concern. German citizens and residents and their family members are exempt from the ban, as are those travelling for urgent humanitarian reasons. But everyone arriving from the UK must quarantine for 2 weeks even if have a negative PCR test. The moves by France and Germany follow Spain's decision last week to end all restrictions on British visitors from the 24th of May, with the Prime Minister, Pedro Sanchez, saying the country would be extremely delighted to receive British tourists. The World Health Organization said on Wednesday the highly transmissible B.1.617 variant first identified in India, which experts have said could replace the B.1.1.7 strain first seen in the UK as Europe's dominant variant, had been identified in 53 countries. About 80 cases of the variant have been detected in 38 clusters since its first appearance in France on the 11th of May, most, but not all, related to people who had traveled to India, according to the most recent report by the Public Health Authority. France has already suspended direct flights from India and requires all travelers who have recently spent time in the country to self-isolate for 10 days and provide proof of the address where they will be staying, with officials carrying out spot checks. France, Germany and Spain are on the British government's amber list, meaning travelers arriving in England from those countries must quarantine at home for 10 days and take a pre-departure PCR test and 2 post-arrival tests.